The Aldrich Faithful Covenant is composed of those who protect Aldrich's domain so that he may return to them one day. The online functions of this covenant only work in the area between the bonfires tiled Pontiff Sulyvahn and Anor Londo. No doubt you have encountered them if you were online in that part of Irithyll. Despite being confined to such a small area, this covenant is very active, at least in my experience. Joining this covenant can prove quite difficult. The fastest way to get there is to start from the Pontiff Sulyvahn bonfire and make your way to the large sets of stairs at the other end of the courtyard. The courtyard has 2 sleeping giant enemies, although you'll see a lot more bodies than you will actually need to fight. It has 2 enemy NPCs, and on top of that, a large group of deacons that will shoot fireballs from above. If you happen to be embered up or have the strength of fire, then Aldrich Faithful members will constantly invade as well. Once you make it into the tower structure, turn left and hit the walls in the otherwise dead-end corner. One of these walls is simply an illusion, with a ladder and a very long fall. Take the ladder down, as you will surely die if you try falling. This room will have shallow water that is not enough to slow your movement, but it can help spread lightning attacks, and the enemies in that area will use that to their advantage. The 2 enemies that are down here are Sulyvahn's beasts, and are very challenging enemies. It is possible to lure one out at a time, which I highly recommend. You could also use the ladder to plunge on the enemies or even run past them and join the covenant, but at great risk. The covenant leader is the corpse of a deacon lying in the far left corner of the room. I advise killing the beasts though, as it will grant you a bonfire for ease of access and the Ring of Favor. The body of the deacon will serve as the covenant leader and will give you the covenant symbol. With the covenant symbol equipped, you will be automatically summoned to fight off the host of another world inside that small area between Pontiff Sulyvahn bonfire and Anor Londo bonfire. Defeat the host to get a Human Dreg, which you need to increase your devotion to the covenant. You will be able to attack any player or phantom besides another Aldrich Faithful during an online session where you are summoned through the Aldrich Faithful Covenant. Whether it is wise to attack other invading phantoms or not is up to you to decide. Defeating the host, as well as white, gold, and blue phantoms, will give you 4% of the souls the respective player that you killed needs to level up 1 time. However, a member of the Dark Moon Covenant will receive an extra amount of souls for killing an Aldrich Faithful member, so be careful. To progress the Covenant offline, Human Dregs can be dropped by deacons. Luckily, there's a very large group of them nearby the Covenant. It also should be noted that Aldrich Faithful members can invade other members, so you are not safe from Aldrich Faithful members by simply being in the Covenant. Human Dregs are not awarded for killing an Aldrich Faithful phantom while you are the host of your own world. Give 10 Human Dregs to the Covenant leader to gain rank 1 in the Covenant and get the spell Great Deep Soul. This is a sorcery that launches a projectile that will home in on its target and is more powerful than the standard Deep Soul. Gain rank 2 with 30 Human Dregs altogether and receive the Archdeacon's Great Staff. What makes this sorcery staff unique is the fact that it scales with faith instead of intelligence. Sadly, you may find that the frequency of summoning in this covenant is largely dependent on the amount of players who have not beaten the area yet or killed Aldrich. Summoning will be most frequent at the soul levels of players who arrive to the area for the first time per game cycle. The first time you can get to the Covenant per game cycle could quite possibly be the best soul level range for using this Covenant. However, the player base is prone to change over time, and as well with any future patches, so take what I say with a grain of salt. In summary, with this Covenant, you will be automatically summoned to fight other players within a confined area. That area is between the Pontiff Sulyvahn bonfire and the Anor Londo bonfire. Dark Souls 3 is still a new game, and the Covenants are subject to any future patches. I will try to update the description if any major changes occur. I hope you find this video helpful, and as always, feel free to comment any questions and concerns after you have already checked the video. If you want to see more guides to Covenants, please like and subscribe. It really does make a difference. Thank you.